Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. I would like to paint a picture for you right now. Imagine it's 7 minutes and 31 seconds into the second quarter of the 2020 NBA All-Star Game in Chicago. Checking in for Team LeBron, the 7'5" rookie center, Tacko Fall. Going up against him, representing Team Giannis, is the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Caruso. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Crispy, this is just a meme. There's no way, impossible, that this would ever happen. Why in God's name would Alex Caruso and Tacko Fall be in the All-Star game? For today's video, guys, I am going to explain just how this could and probably will happen. So before we get going on this video, guys, if you could please drop that like and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm really trying to grow my channel outside of NBA 2K20. Not that I want to stop posting that or anything, but really just try something else and really challenge myself to make different type of content. It was really essentially, man, my New Year's resolution was to try to make videos outside of my comfort zone. So when you hit that like button, man, when you hit that subscribe button, not only are you supporting the channel, but you're also supporting me as a person, and you're really motivating me, man, just to go out there and just be a better person and really just expand myself outside of NBA 2K20. So I appreciate every single one of you all for doing that, man. And yeah, hopefully I can bring you guys some really good content going forward. Also, keep in mind, man, that if there's something about the new style videos that you personally don't like, let me know in the comment section below, because I know me personally, man, I do read every single one of your guys' comments. I know I cannot go off and respond to every single one of them, because that would literally be a full-time job. But man, if you got any sort of feedback whatsoever, anything about these type of videos that you simply want me to change, I am 100% going to go ahead and make those changes just for you guys. So let's go ahead and get back to this and find out exactly how Alex Caruso and Tacko Fall can make the 2020 NBA All-Star team. Yes, I feel weird saying that, but I think it definitely can happen. So I think it's important to talk about these players before we actually explain how they get to the NBA All-Star game. Is Alex Caruso simply another Brian Scalabrine, a guy that was glorified for many years by all NBA fans? Like, people viewed him as an NBA god. There's literal videos up there of him being compared to Michael Jordan. Well, Alex Caruso, I'm going to say this, guys, he's actually a really solid NBA player. If you are a Los Angeles Lakers fan, you know all about this kid. I mean, last year of the 2018-2019 NBA season, he averaged around 9 points per game, a few assists, a few rebounds. He didn't really play a lot till towards the end of the season, only playing about 25 games in total. But at the age of 24, he showed somebody that would go out there, work hard, and honestly, he had quite a nice arsenal of tool sets when it came to the NBA game. Fast forward now to the 2019-2020 NBA season, he's already played all 38 games, and he's averaging about 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal per game. When he goes out there, he's definitely not the focus point of the offense, but I've noticed myself personally that he's always out there hustling. He's one of those players that the coach can go out there, put him on the court, and he knows, he's not going to drop 30 points, but he's going to be somebody that you can heavily rely on to give it his all. And sometimes, man, those are the true all-stars of the world. I mean, you look around you in today's nation, man, you look around today's world, it's not always about the CEO, it's about the little guys out there that really bring everything together. But as far as him making the NBA All-Star game, well, did you know, since voting has started, he's moved from the 8th spot all the way to the 4th spot. He's sitting in front of guys like Russell Westbrook, Donovan Mitchell, so many other great guards that, yes, obviously are better players, but those guys could still make the NBA All-Star game also. I'm not saying that he deserves it over any of those guys, but I'm going to explain how exactly he could still get there with some of our favorite NBA All-Stars also making it. But yeah, plain simple, man, I don't think he's really just a meme. I think he's a really solid role player for the Lakers, and I think it would be a lot of fun to watch him. Now, looking at Tacko Fall is definitely a bit of a different story. At the age of 24, he is a rookie here in the NBA. Doesn't really play a lot for the Boston Celtics. I would actually kind of give him more that stamp of Brian Scalabrine more so than I would Alex Caruso. But when he does come in the game, he's actually pretty productive in the select minutes that he gets. But what's absolutely crazy to look at with Tacko Fall is his per 36 numbers, guys. Per 36, 29 points. 17 rebounds, 3 blocks per game, and that's assuming that he is shooting about 19 times a game, making 14 of his shots, which is about 73%. So you know what? Maybe the Boston Celtics, maybe they didn't need to go out there, take away the minutes from Enes Kanter, and simply throw Tacko Fall out there. Now, the kid does obviously have issues stay out of foul trouble and things like that. And really, when you are that big, you really have to work on your athleticism, not so much of just like strength, but also speed. A guy you can really model his game after is Boban Marjanovic of the Dallas Mavericks, who has been a very tall body for many years, very heavyweight, but still able to be a contributor to an NBA franchise. And I think Tacko Fall can get there eventually himself. But okay, man, so I know you're wondering now, okay, Crispy, how exactly do both of these guys that are just like role players, or in some cases just a bench warmer, how do they actually make the All-Star game? Well, I think we have to remember that last year, two guys that made it, they were legends. Now, but there was an exception that was made, and that is Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki. Both guys that were on retirement tours, they were both ending their NBA careers, and while, yes, Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki are not... while those guys are legends and they probably should not be mentioned in the same breath as Alex Caruso and Tacko Fall, they are still, it was more so ratings driven, and Adam Silver is known for doing what the people want. So what I'm saying is that when the draft goes down, the NBA All-Star draft goes down, and all the players are selected, and the voting goes in for the starters, but also the bench players are selected, why not have like 2 roster spots at the end dedicated towards Alex Caruso for one team and Tacko Fall for the other? The NBA is trying to bring up ratings. We all know that the NBA All-Star game has been kind of stale as of late, man, going back really, I'd say for a decade now. It's something that we all watch, something that we all enjoy, but in the end of the day, they don't really play for anything significant. It's not like Major League Baseball. I don't know if it's still that way, but in Major League Baseball, they're actually playing for home court or home field advantage in the World Series. So yeah, the NBA doesn't really have any big gripes or anything really attached to the fact that this NBA All-Star game is played. So we want to see the players out there that is going to give us the best show and the most fun time to watch. And I'm just thinking, having like a second quarter of Tacko Fall and Alex Caruso checking in at the same time, that would literally break the internet. And not only that, but a lot of people would tune in just for that reason. I mean, you might have casual NBA fans out there that laugh at the fact that Tacko Fall and Alex Caruso get voted in the All-Star game, and maybe they're part of the whole mob doing that. So just really catering to that, it doesn't really hurt anything whatsoever. Now, I will say, if they do plan on doing special roster spots for players again this year, like they did with Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki, I think without a doubt in my mind, one of those guys has to be a Vince Carter, because Vince Carter, of course, being the legend that he is, playing in 4 decades, I mean, that's another player that we would just love to see getting like a later roster spot. A guy that's an all-star, but technically not really an all-star this season. I don't see any issues why that can't happen. So, like I'm saying, man, the NBA is really trying to bring up ratings. Alex Caruso, Tacko Fall, they're fun to watch. I mean, I know myself personally, whenever either one of them goes in, I'm kind of watching them a little extra closely just to see exactly what they're doing out there. Now, as far as the rest of the NBA All-Star game goes, as far as other guys that would just be fun to make it, Derrick Rose, for example, been absolutely killing it for the Detroit Pistons, so why not put him out there? Why not just have these guys that are going to make us click on it and want to watch? So you guys let me know in the comment section below. If you could watch Alex Caruso and Tacko Fall in the All-Star game, would that personally tick you off, or would you be all for it? Do you think that these fan votings do you really think it should be looked upon as something serious, or do you think it's more so just the joke that people are making out there? I think it is a little bit of both. Like, people say, haha, Alex Caruso, let's put him in the All-Star game. But at the same time, I think a lot of people would just enjoy that extra aspect of the game. So yeah, I don't know, man. If I had to watch both these guys, I would probably say, who do you guys think would get the better of the best? You think if it was Alex Caruso against Tacko Fall, little one-on-one situation, who are you guys taking? I think, Alex Caruso definitely has the offense, but Tacko Fall, if the All-Star game's on Tuesday, man, it's Taco Tuesday. Like, Tacko Fall literally is going to beast and feast out there. But yeah, man, so that's pretty much all I got. I really hope you enjoyed this style of video. I just think it's a lot of fun being able to talk about the NBA and really talk about different topics out there. So yeah, it would really mean a lot to me if you could drop a like, if you could subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know in the comment section below, guys, just like how you feel about this, how you feel about these guys making the All-Star team, how you feel about this new style of content, if it's something you want to see or not. So thank you all so much for watching. That's all I got. Peace out, my friends.